Developments tonight in the Delphi double murder case. Two podcasters claim they received crime scene photos that have not been released to the public. Alex Nell joins us now with more. Hey, Alex.
Richard Allen's defense team has been accused of the leak, one that could not only delay the trial, but see Allen's attorneys potentially taken off the case. But before we get into that, I want to give some background on what happened. I spoke with Anya Kane and Kevin Greenlee of the Murder Sheet podcast today. Here's part of our conversation. What you guys have been through the last couple weeks, I'm sure it was not something you expected. Can you kind of just take me through chronologically what happened?
Yes. So in the early morning hours of October 5th, we received images that depicted the crime scene in the Delphi murders. Some of these images were quite graphic. And as the sun rose the next day, we phoned into law enforcement and let them know that there had been a catastrophic breach of discovery in this case, despite the protective order put on the discovery. In addition to that, we also reached out to defense to let them know that we were aware of a leak. And basically what we wanted to do there was give both parties the chance to look into this, do an investigation. At that time, we had no idea where this leak was originating from, so we just wanted to give full disclosure. And, I'm a journalist, Kevin is an attorney. We've done journalism on the Delphi Murders case for a while now, and we've broken several scoops. We've reported different items, but we felt that there was no journalistic value in photos of a crime scene involving two underage victims getting out there. And so we just felt like the proper thing to do would be to let the parties know that this had happened.
As far as the evidence leak, can you sort of talk about where it came from and where you believe it may tie to in terms of this case?
We were able to communicate with the person who sent them to us. He was remorseful once he fully appreciated the nature of what this material was. Sometimes when you're sharing things like this, you get excited and you don't really think it through. Once he did, he very much wanted to give whatever information he could to law enforcement to help them track this down. So he got these images from a person we refer to as R. R is close friends with someone that we refer to as M, who used to work in the law office of Andrew J. Baldwin. He, of course, is defending Richard Allen in this case. And so what happened is that M used his access to that office to basically misappropriate and copy some images, which he shared with R, and then R shared them with our source and at least one other person.
So how could this leak impact the trial, and what consequences could the defense face? I took those questions to a legal expert.
Can't really say what this is other than mysterious.
Mysterious is how IU law professor Jody Madeira describes the potential leak of crime scene photos in the Delphi Murders case, one that's seen its share of twists and turns. Richard Allen's defense team is accused of leaking the photos.
The defense has had quite a circus that they've exposed us to over the past, several months.
Madeira feels Allen's attorneys have created a pattern of misconduct in the case through their actions, such as claiming the state withheld evidence and misled the original judge to get a search warrant for Allen's home. She says this evidence leak, however, is the most serious.
Leaked evidence that violates protective orders, of course, is especially heinous to leak. These agreements exist to keep these documents confidential.
If the claims are true, the punishment could be significant. Madeira believes Allen's attorneys might be taken off the case, an action that would likely delay the trial scheduled for January 8th.
I believe that, chances are high that this penalty will be quite serious this time. Again, this just jeopardizes many things that didn't need to be jeopardized in the first place.
Indiana State Police tell us that they are investigating the leak, but will not comment further right now. Now, it's worth noting Judge Frangol ordered a hearing for this Thursday in Fort Wayne to discuss, in part, quote, other matters which have recently arisen. Amr?